Hi friends, this is Sheila Keeter, the teacher for inclusion, and today I would like to talk about social emotional learning and what that means and looks like in the classroom. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at an assignment that I use in my classroom. You'll see here with the balloons on the next screen. First, what is social emotional learning? Social emotional learning is the process through which children and adults understand and manage emotions, set and achieve positive goals, feel and show empathy for others, establish and maintain positive relationships, and make responsible decisions. So one of the things that you'll note here that you may be unexpected is the fact that it is not just about the child, it is also about the adult. We need to have a healthy adult in order to have a positive social emotional relationship. So we're going to today just quickly, briefly take a look at these 5 areas. And just to note, this is the Bell or Castle model for social emotional learning. Social emotional learning is mandatory in the classroom, and there are standards that are going to be implemented, and teachers are going to need to follow these standards, which can sound like a very daunting task, especially with everything else that teachers have to do regarding their own curriculum. But it is worthwhile, it is worthy of taking the time to do this because we do have kids who have suffered through trauma. So these are just some activities: tackling your fear. This one is about distress intolerance, which is the perceived inability to experience uncomfortable feelings. This talks about how to embrace challenges, trauma-informed practices, the types of emotions, and the response to distress intolerance. So there's 3 different responses that people have to distress intolerance: the sad, the mad, and the scared, and none of them are effective. So we try to teach students to identify what those are for them and how to face them. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to move forward. Trauma-informed practices, tackling fears, opportunities for innovation and learning. So every time we have challenges, and this is why we always want to make our curriculum challenging, because when kids are challenged, they go after something. If something's just too easy and doesn't feel like it's worth your time, you tend to blow it off. Here are some breathing practices. Here are examples of breathing exercises for kids. Building confidence through gratitude. So gratitude is very important. Ways to self-soothe. I have improve here, which is a trauma-informed practice. So imagery, meaning, personal relaxation, one mindfully, vacation, and encouragement. Here's another slide of the Bell framework. And they ask you questions. Goals continued. Goals are very important. It's part of the social emotional learning model. So how can I demonstrate care and commitment by opening and closing lessons? How can I use collaborative structures and activities in the classroom? How can I use materials that are culturally responsive? And this is where we need to get away from that, white male European author that we so frequent in English class. Engage students in value affirmation activities, provide guided breathing and moving breaks, and engage in trauma-informed practices. So I'm going to go ahead and end there. I hope that this gave you some kind of idea of what social emotional learning plan looks like, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.